Yo, what's going on, guys? GZTV back with another video, and today we are going to be reviewing the second episode of season 2 of Euphoria. Yeah, so the sins of Cal Jacobs, the father of Nate, kind of shines through. Shout out to TV Line again. We use their website to read the recap, read the plot, because Wikipedia doesn't have shit like that. Euphoria's too hip for a website like that, and that's a good thing, I guess. Um, kind of some updates on some of the characters. Cassie's mentality that she might be better off single and working on herself, kind of some self reflection, self improvement. It goes to shit. She turns into a psychopath. This is a pretty wild episode. Nate Jacobs pretty much wrecks her. I mean, she wreaks havoc on everything. Before the episode ends, the artist formerly known as Tyler has dumped and then done Cassie in a location right out of Serial Killer Digest. And he's managed to get his father in a blackmail type situation. He's gotten his father. I'm trying to think here. I don't know. Whatever else you want to say about him, you've got to admire his multitasking abilities. Nate is very manipulative. He is like one of the craziest supervillains I've seen at a TV show, and he doesn't wear a suit. He doesn't have any alter ego. He has a big ego, but yeah. Let's talk about the episode. Bruce starts with the voiceover. She informs us that Nate was in love with Cassie, but it was complicated. It's kind of weird because Cassie is best friends with Maddie, and now Nate's gone to Cassie. As Maddie and Cassie drive him from the New Year's Eve party to the hospital, we watch Nate fantasize about Cassie while Maddie's in the same situation, who's naked in a lot of this flight of fancy. Sydney Sweeney being naked in a lot of the episodes. She agreed to it. I've actually seen interviews of her like talking about it and stuff, and come to the conclusion that he wants to be with her for the rest of his life. Pretty much, he thinks she's wifey material. That montage included flashes of Jules showing nudes, possibly. I thought I kind of noticed that too. Cal comes to the hospital to pray over his bloodied boy. Meanwhile, and out of it, Nate dreams about Cassie being pregnant with their child and Cal being really, really weird about the whole situation. So, yeah, Nate's kind of visioning how the relationship could go while Cal is caring for him and kind of praying for him. Hopefully everything's going to be okay. He almost fucking died, by the way. Like, it was bad. He damn near had brain damage. He got the shit beat out of him. Like, it was bad. You guys thought in the first episode of season 2, like, it wasn't terrible. But looking back, it's like, holy shit, Fez did a number on this guy. Yeah, In fact, Rue's voiceover tells us Nate sometimes wished Cal would just drop dead. Nate has a love-hate relationship with his dad because he's a little too caring, he's a little too weird sometimes. I don't know, Cal does give me weird energy, he has these gripes, I don't know. All of the fantasizing about Cassie, however, is pointless. As Rue points out, Maddie still has the disc that she found in Nate's room in the season 1 finale, so if she wants to, and she finds out that Nate was with Cassie, she could easily ruin his life. You know what I mean? Talking about Cal Jacobs here. When his father asks, Nate claims not to remember who turned his face into raw hamburger at the party. And fair enough, that's a pretty good excuse because he was shit-faced. He was talking up a storm with McKay, trying to be nice to everyone, being a little rowdy. So Cal pays a visit to Lexi in Cassie's house, where he threatens to involve the police, who will check their cell phones. He bluffs, and the mere thought of Maddie finding out that Cassie and Nate are texting has Cass singing like a bird. She doesn't want this to happen. She wants Maddie to stay out of this situation and just focus on herself. Like, if she finds out, it's over. She's probably gonna beat Cassie's ass, right? Cal, being the manipulative guy that rubbed off on Nate Jacobs, is like, look, guys, if you don't tell me who did this whole shit, I'm going to call the police, and you guys are going to probably get in trouble for defamation and lying about not knowing who did it. You know what I mean? Look through your phones, expose you for who you are. There's some snitches. The Jacobs are some of the biggest snitches I've ever seen in my life. Like, oh my god. By the way, the text in which Cassie said it was a mistake, She and Nate slept together. It was followed immediately by a call from Nate, who warned her, "Don't ever put that in writing again." So Nate, wants to make it clear that he wants Cassie, but Cassie knows this is not a good situation to be a part of. She's got a friendship with Maddie to hold up. They like each other. They're very supportive of each other. Cal then swings by Fesco's shop, of course, being the aggressive man he is, going straight to the problem. He carries a gun but doesn't take it out of his pockets. He's like, "Look, I'm going to ease into this situation. I'm going to let Fesco know that my presence is here, and if he does any more wrong moves, he's fucking done for." And eventually, he's probably going to close in on him, but that hasn't happened quite yet. Sorry, Streamlabs keeps sending me stuff while I'm trying to make this video. Lexi happens to be there at the same time. Very coincidental. So are Ashtray and Faye, the heroin addict from the season premiere, who pushed the hotel manager off a balcony and is crashing with the boys while she lays low. Now, people are looking for her. She's probably going to get arrested for assault. I think she killed him. I don't know. I would assume she did. Those balconies are like 15, 20 feet up in the air, so I don't know. Yeah. So Faye is kind of getting more involved in Euphoria. If you thought she was done in the first episode, think again. She's back and better than ever. Pushing hotel managers off roofs. That was very coincidental that Lexi was looking around and probably flirting with Fez because of what happened at the New Year's party. Yeah. Nothing actually happens while Cal is in the convenience store, but it's a very tense scene nonetheless. It kind of introduces this idea that Cal is coming for Fez and that we should probably be on the lookout for him. While that's happening, Nate drives Cassie to a very creepy housing development construction site to tell her he really likes her, but they can't be together and they can never ever speak about this. I don't understand you, Nate. You're a very mysterious creature. You shock me every episode with your actions. Very, very weird environment to be telling someone stuff like this. Cassie probably realizes this because she's with Maddie, but at the same time, she's very lustful. She's looking for attention. She's looking for a man. She's looking for a date. She's looking for sex. And Nate's one of her only resorts for that because McKay is done with her. A lot of people in the school have this reputation about her that she's this slut. She's a only sex girl. She has no personality. Daniel, I'm sure, has eavesdropped to his friends about this. But yeah, Cassie responds by getting out of the car and running. You gotta accept the truth. You're running away from the truth, literally. Anyone else know at least one girl in high school who always stalked, ran away from situations of heightened drama, if for no other reason than to center said drama on themselves? So she's looking for attention. She's running away. She wants Nate to come after her. She wants to manipulate Nate into thinking that he has to go after her, right? I'm not blaming Cass here. Running away from Nate is probably one of the best decisions we've seen her make so far because Nate is a very dangerous human being. You don't want to be stuck in his trap. You don't want to be under his control. But yeah, it seems like she does so in order to make him run after her, which he does. And my God, she's only instigating, inciting more shenanigans from Nate, right? She winds up on the second floor of one of the skeletal homes that's being under construction. Somehow he finds her. I don't know how. This guy Nate's, he's good, isn't he? He kisses her and takes off her panties, then sinks to his knees and starts nosing around, but stops to wonder, how is she ever going to be able to look Maddie in the eye again? They can't really be friends right now. Secretly, I guess they can if it's just them two, but when you're walking around school and Nate's going to be there too, it's going to be so fucking awkward. Given that earlier, Nate warned Cassie that Maddie would actually kill her if she ever found out about their dalliance. This movie seems like head games in the extreme, right? I mean, I don't know. We've seen scenes of Maddie beating the shit out of people. She's about her business. She's a bad bitch, like she said a couple of times in the series. She means that, right? Nate gets home. Cal is waiting for him. Does he want to tell him why some punk drug dealer beat you up? He wonders. He's like, "You let that guy beat you up? I showed up to the gas station. I know who did it. Be careful what you wish for. I mean, you remember that classmate of mine that you fucked, Jules, right?" So Nate's kind of clapping back at his dad. So they're kind of trying to expose each other, right? He says Jules told Rue, who told Fez, and they threatened to go to the police to say that Cal is a pedophile. So pretty much, the main reason that Nate got his ass beat was because Cal hooked up with Jules, pretty much, and she got swindled into this motel, and that's why Nate Jacobs is baiting Jules into these situations. So maybe I was sticking up for you, Nate muses, conveniently removing his stint as Tyler from this incredibly icky story. Cal Stricken apologizes, saying that he didn't know Jules went to school with Nate or what she was. That's kind of fucking offensive. She's transgender, but okay. Another red flag about the family right there. So Cal apologizes because he knows that every time someone brings up that Jules situation, his life could be over in a blink, you know. Nate says Jules didn't know Cal was filming their encounter, so that's non-consensual child pornography. It's child pornography in itself. And we see a new panic fill the older man's eyes. Like, this guy's just been going through so many emotions. First, he's aggressive. He's very angry. He's going after people. And now he's like, oh, shit, he's got me. Do you have it, Nate? He asked just before the hour ends. Do you have it? Just before the episode ends. He wants Nate to have it, so if someone else grabbed it, I think it might have been Maddie, to be honest. I don't know. Over in Ruland, we learn that she's been spending a lot of time with Elliot, the guy she got high with in the laundry room on New Year's Eve. Now, I don't think there's any relationship there just yet. There's been no evidence that these two are involved with each other. But yeah, obviously they're very friendly, but she hasn't mentioned him to Jules. Jules doesn't know these two kind of have this acquaintance going on, which makes things incredibly awkward when the trio run into each other at school. So Elliot's talking to her, and then Jules is like, hey, what's up? Rue is acting so weird that Jules immediately realizes that Rue has a crush on Elliot. What she doesn't realize, much to Elle's later surprise, is that Rue is doing drugs pretty regularly, and she's using Elliot to do drugs, so I don't think there's a relationship there. You could say they might have a crush on each other, but my theory so far, shout out to Dominic Fike, who is the actor of Elliot, I don't think there's too much going on. Jules later goes bowling with Kat, Ethan, and Maddie. When Rue texts that she wants to come over, Jules ignores it, obviously mad at the whole situation that happened at school. It's kind of understandable, but at the same time, I don't know. Also that evening, Rue gets high with Elliot, then bikes to a Narcotics Anonymous meeting. I think it's just a bunch of bros chilling out and doing drugs. I don't think it's anything more than that. Until I'm proven otherwise in future episodes, I think they're just kind of a friendship. I don't know. She met someone that's interested in the same thing that she is, so she kind of fell in love with that. His personality. Ali instantly realizes she's not sober. I see her still on your suicide mission, he remarks. He's very observant. He wants to look over her. Let go, let God. She shoots back, strung out. He drives her home after, freaking her out when he announces that he wants to come in and meet her mom, very fearful that he's going to tell that she's been doing drugs. It's all very cordial, though Rue is vibrating at a very high frequency, as she worries that he's going to out her continued drug use to her mom. You know how mad her mom got when she figured out that Rue was doing drugs and she overdosed and she kept relapsing and stuff like that. You know how mad the mom got. So Rue doesn't want that to happen again. And when her mom asks Ali how Rue is doing, it seems like maybe Rue's fears are founded, you know? But he dodges the query a little, saying only she's got a long way to go. She's still very tempted by drugs. Maybe that's what her mom's assuming. I don't think her mom's assuming the worst here. Maybe she knows that maybe something's going on, but I don't know. And then there's this weird scene with Kat. Let's get into this. About that bowling night. It was supposed to be an Ethan-Kat date, pretty much, and he's not psyched that she invited her friends. He wants it to be very personal. I don't know. That's kind of weird, man. I don't know. But as we learn throughout the episode, Kat is realizing that she doesn't love Ethan, but it's probably because she hates herself. She's not blaming it on Ethan. She's like, no, it's not you, it's me. That scene of all the influencers showing up in her room and screaming at her to love yourself was pretty cool, actually. I really like that they did that. They have these fictional scenes that happen. I like when reality's kind of mixed with fiction and television. I enjoy that. You know, also of interest, all of Kat's friends think her relationship with Ethan is unproblematically perfect, and they're jealous. So really, I don't know. She shouldn't really be hating herself for being in a relationship like this. She's caused a lot of envy among her friends. Obviously, from Maddie, we know Maddie is, yeah. In other news, Maddie is babysitting for a boy named Theo, whose mother, played by Friday Night Lights' Minka Kelly herself, has to die for closet that Maddie likes to raid after the kid goes to bed. Maybe she's kind of just using the family for that. It's a weird dynamic. I don't know. And from the way the buzzed mom lets her hand linger on Maddie after asking for assist with the zipper at the end of one evening, you know this is going to get weird quickly. So that's kind of what we're left on. We're left with this intimate relationship between Theo's mom and Maddie. I'm not sure what's going to happen in the next episode. I'm very excited. I'm going to be watching it later tonight. But anyways, leave a like, comment, subscribe. As always, it has been Cheesy TV, giving you guys the biggest TV shows, watching them, reviewing them, all that stuff. I'm out. Look for the quarry here in about 57 minutes is when we're going to start the stream. I'm going to take a break, probably go eat some lunch,